Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket. And today I play Gunpoint, but with a sword. I play Sword Point in Ronin. Ronin is the latest game published by Devolver Digital. Now, do you want to know how I know it's published by Devolver? Because it looks exactly like every other Devolver game. But it plays exactly like another game. And that other game is, of course, Animal Crossing. No, that other game is, of course, Gunpoint, which wasn't published by Devolver, but looks like it should have been. Okay, so the objective behind Ronin is you are a Ronin, I guess? It's like a samurai. Would you say a Ronin? I'm gonna say yes. Based off that Keanu Reeves movie where there were 47 Ronin, that refers to 47 individual people, all of whom are Ronin. So yes, you play as a Ronin, and you need to avenge what I'm guessing is your father's death, because you're killing off people in an organization that he used to be a part of, as is my understanding from the tiny amount of cutscenes in this game. The way you do that is by sneaking into facilities, stealing information about where the main bad guys are, and then hunting them down. Okay, so my objective is kill the old man. You can see that there are 4 guys here on the ground floor. These people who don't have weird Terminator eyes and actually don't have pupils, so they're just soulless husks, are civilians. Now you don't want to kill civilians because they're just here doing a job. I guess you could technically say that about Terminator guy here, but he will try to kill me, so I have no heart for him. And I'm guessing that's the old man right there. Look at him. Look how old he is with his white hair. He's gonna say Scotch or tomato juice. I can't quite tell. Okay, let's jump through the window. Yes, quiet, like a real Ronin. Okay, so the way that this game is different than Gunpoint is it works on a turn-based combat system. So when you're not in combat, you can sort of run around and explore wherever you want. But when the combat does start, you take turns between the enemies and you. And it's kind of a cool system because it's quite simple in its turn-basedness, and it's also very, very quick. It would be terrible if it was slowed down to the point where it doesn't feel like you're actually doing anything particularly cool. So I'm gonna jump up here. See, this guy, he knows I'm here. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna knock him out. Okay, so now everyone, almost everyone except for old Blindy over here, knows I'm in the room. So they've all got these laser sights on their guns. So this is telling me that they know I'm here and that the next turn that this person takes is going to be shooting a bullet in this direction, and the next turn this person takes is going to be shooting a bullet in that direction. So I need to get out of the way of this guy's line of sight, and the best way to do that will be to actually just knock him to the ground and stab him in the face with my sword. So let's try that. Damn, I can't stab him in the face because then that person will shoot me. So, and I can't knock him over because I will get killed by that bullet. Wonder if I jump far enough. Yeah, I dodged a bullet. And I reckon I could probably kill that guy because I'll land in a crouch. Yes! And I got a free turn. So the interesting mechanic that sort of goes on here is that while you have a plan over, you know, what you want to do, how you want to progress through this level, these guys keep screwing up that plan by aiming their guns at different positions, and that's really annoying for you. So even though you keep knocking people down, and like right now I have the ability to execute this guy, I can't because I'm gonna get taken out by this guy. So there's sort of this balancing act of trying to knock over as many people as you can until there's not as many red sight lines going around, and then you can actually start progressing through the system. I could probably get that guy. Oh no, I'm gonna land on a bullet. Oh, it's fine. Though technically I think that should have killed me. You're very squishy as well. One hit will take you down. I wanna get this guy though. Grappling hook. Yes. Zipline up. And out the window. So we've done all that. I'm very excited. I'm jumping. I'm gonna go up here. Again, just like Gunpoint, and I know I keep comparing, but this game has pretty much all the same mechanics. It's all jumping, it's all hanging from the ceiling and trying to avoid detection. It also uses a light and dark mechanic, so while I'm in the dark, I can't be seen unless someone comes right up to me. When I am in the light, like when I go through these stairs, this guy, old Arnie here, is gonna see me straight away. And then I'm gonna have to deal with whatever this guy is. It's like a cross between a samurai and Dead Space. And he sees me already, and that's not gonna be fun. Gotta get out of the way. So this guy, he's like an actual samurai. Like I am just wearing a motorcycle helmet and carrying a sword around, but this guy actually seems to have real superpowers. So I'm gonna get out of the way of him, because if I try to jump on him from here, I will die because he is carrying that enormous sword. Okay, let's try to jump on this guy and see what happens. So there, and he just sliced me in half because he has a second sword that he never told me about. So obviously I can't kill the samurai guy by just leaping on him. What you need to do is you need to get close enough to them that you can do one attack, and then that pushes them back and they sort of go into like a recovery stance, and then you jump behind them and take them out from behind. So I need to be taking this, just hanging there. Why didn't you jump down? I'm gonna go down here. Oh, this could have been a bad move. I will crouch. Yeah, crouched. Okay, so now I can jump behind here, but I'm worried that the gun... Oh no, I should be okay. Yeah, I love how she always crouches at the last second. So that guy's down. So now I just need to deal with these two idiots. Jump up here, because I can jump through floors. I don't quite know how that works. And take it out. Kill all enemies, completed. Alrighty, old man. Oh, I see. I see. You're gonna face your death proudly, aren't you? Huh? Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna jump around and taunt you for a bit. Just someone leaping around the room. I'm gonna try and drink your scotch. I can't drink the scotch. Right, now you're just cowering in a corner, aren't you? You monster. You should never have killed what I assume is my father. Ugh. Get to the motorcycle. Sure. Running through here. Oh. I just completed the objective. How does... Okay, go there. There's gonna be too much pointing. I'll try. It's gonna be too much... Okay, I don't want lockdown. That's something else. If an enemy knows you're around, it starts counting backwards from 10, and if there's a lockdown, it's you fail one of those objectives. You don't want to fail them because they give you, if you complete all of those at the end of each level, you get a skill point, which gives you sort of cool new moves that you can use. I'm gonna go up here. Here we go. Yes. One. That is an amazing move. That is an amazing move. She jumped in the air, hit someone with a sword hard enough that they flew halfway across the room, and then held onto the roof. So you can probably see why it's turn-based, because obviously there's lots of stuff going on, and if this played out and wasn't turn-based, you would be screwed because there's no way you'd be able to move that fast. But it would look really cool, and so it's kind of like you're using this turn-based system, but when you're thinking about what you're doing, you're skipping the turn parts and you're just putting it together as one big awesome action sequence. But it actually makes it achievable to do if it's not actually playing out in real time. Also, if it was playing out in real time, a lot of my version of the game would be just a girl in a motorcycle helmet just leaping from ceiling to roof to wall to ceiling, and every time she arrives somewhere and going, shit, and then jumping somewhere else. Attack. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. Okay, so now it's a girl who jumps around a lot, says shit when she lands in places, but then sometimes just says to herself, beautiful move, beautiful move, but it's muffled through a motorcycle helmet. Beautiful move. Oh, can I make it through? Yes. Beautiful move, beautiful move. Now run to my motorbike. So that's one level of Ronin. Now, as you go through, you start encountering new kinds of enemies that have different sort of attacks and different ways that you have to take them down. That skill tree that you start upgrading gives you all sorts of new abilities. You can teleport to other enemies. You can set up decoys of yourself to make people think that you're somewhere else. You can throw your sword in the air at people and retrieve it and all that sort of thing. So there's a cool upgrade path there. The game looks like an action game, but it's actually a puzzle game. I really like it. I have a lot of fun playing it. I don't know how fun it is to watch because it looks like you're just sort of jumping around a lot and it's kind of slow. When you're playing it, your brain is figuring out the best way to get out of a situation. It's like chess, where you're thinking moves ahead of, this guy's gonna go over here and this one's gonna go here, so I need to move here so that there's enough time for me to jump over and take him out while they're all preoccupied up here. I've actually been playing over the weekend while just watching TV, and it's got like a cool sort of, I'm about 4 hours in, and it looks like the campaign's about 5.5 hours. And it totally gets harder and harder, but the great thing about it, it's kind of like Portal, where at the end of each level, you just feel like you've solved a puzzle and you feel really good about yourself and really smart. And the game rewards you by saying, here you go, do a wheelie on a motorbike and scream off into the moonlight. But that's it for today's episode of Pocket, so NichBoy out!